Hey guys, good. What time is it? Zombie Elch pouring in. I've been having all day a long day. So today and most likely tomorrow, we're just gonna have some short streams with the Poxmakers of Nurgle. We finished Gold Tooth last time. Was the fastest one yet? I think it was I think 134 on this one for the fourth soul. The last one did activate a little bit sooner than expected, the portals. In this one, we are 43 turns in and we don't have a single soul. We are soulless. Peppy hands. Except that, I mean, I put it up to vote, but you know, it is what it is. Except that crazy follower, where you get a lot of boosts for one army, but primarily experience for the character. See how one campaign goes with that. And we seems to have picked it on the slowest campaign in the middle of everything. This one might be a while. Yoo-hoo! I'm currently in a weird schedule. I'm gonna be probably watching some TV shows to fix it, or generally just watching some TV shows to just chillax for a bit of thing. I think we played 2 streams of this campaign. One was long and one was I don't know how long. We got 2 provinces in Night Settlement. We are loaded and we are losing about 700 per turn. Allied with the other 2 Nurgle factions and currently at war with Darklands Orcs, Krakadrak, and Northern Provinces plus Ice Court. Managed to avoid war with the other Chaos. Yeah. Slaughter! Do want to be friendly as well from the looks of it. Legion of Chaos doesn't look so hot in the last 2 campaigns.
Demon Prince. What?
Yeah. So we didn't get the first soul, so we are 1 soul behind. But we did get Personal Sycophant. So it's almost like having a better version of royalty at your service 24/7. Triple experience for the character. Army gets additional 20 movement and 25 line of sight. And we can move it around on the same turn. What the hell have we been doing? Yeah, we've been spreading diseases. I think we actually destroyed that rogue army last time. Yeah, these are just the bug vision from the realm of chaos. So we did destroy that army that was in the area. This area does spawn a rogue army from time to time. We don't really want to deal with too much of stuff in the chaos wastes, especially if it can be avoided. So we'll be, we will be, I guess, spreading out of the chaos wastes. Destroy the enemies and get the souls. Ash magnets. Getting our first actual recruitment building outside Nurglings. Is there a second army as well? Dogs farted the care of worlds. Just a second. Yep. Hey Bumblum. Still up? Maybe we should have tried a little bit harder to get the HP trait on Plague Father, considering his health pool. I mean, it's a complete overkill, but it's fun thing to get on this big boys. We do control these two provinces, and there's really nothing happening outside that.
Tyrant decides.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
Dang Bubbleum.
Shit. What the hell?
We have rifts for another 5 turns, huh? Sure, what we do about that? Voltud is in realm of Nurgle and Celestial realm of Corn. I don't think we can make it to that rift there.
This experiment requires speed.
Looks like it's 4 turns. Let's see what happens.
I'll infect this entire land. Tainted one.
We did recruit this one just in case. Nurglings are spammable.
No face fast.
Sometimes these updates, what happened in the turn, get bugged, as you can see here. This already happened, just the game reloads it for some reason.
Someone fetch me a Skaven ladder.
But Skaven Bladder?
Useful.
Oh my god, I spit all over my mouse pad. God damn Nurgle, you're disgusting! -5. +10. I think quest battle as well. We should be doing a quest battle as well.
Strongest rock barrel.
I'm not sure we can do anything about this. I think that only the Plague Father can expand this direction. So for now, we're just going to hold it, I guess. Last thing I also want to do, but we were constantly being on cooldown. Now that we actually have some extra infections, we got some really a lot of infections from defeating the Greenskin army. We should try those cultists we get from it. So how would that work exactly? So we click on this place here, and then we click Plague Cauldron. And there's the second option, Summon Plague Cultist. Summon a hero that can be expanded to spread the concocted plague to enemy armies and settlements. The plague may then spread to nearby settlements and armies. Yeah. This is a more expensive option. Pick the egg. We still have to unlock the symptoms here. 2 are from technologies and 6 are from spreading the selected plagues. Probably be using this one. So this is the recipe for the crumbling egg. Starts with flakes of skin, then chunks of flesh and hair, before whole limbs slough off the victim. Marcus Ransom. This one gives you actually Vanguard to all units in the army. And Pestilence. Attrition when under siege. For the Nurgle army is actually quite good, especially if you're playing with the Plague Bears. It has extra 5 turns duration. Also bounce a couple of times during that time. Oh. This one is to be considered. But this is for our army, really. We're not gonna be in that direction right now, I think. This guy here. It's just Nurglings. Even more Nurglings available here. I think we recruited this just for garrison defending. This extra stuff is quite nice to have, so the terror attackers. Some extra demons and a spellcaster goes a long way. Let's try this cultist option. We're going to concoct our own plague though. Let's make it cost 200. A higher chance of spreading, and with spreads we get favor. Apparently, according to people who have checked into the files, the plague can only spread 5 times. Which is... I have no words, guys. I have no words. The fact, in my campaign, I cannot seduce the Milfin, what's her name, Miao Ying, or Catherine as Sentinel Nesh, and the plague only spreads 5 times. Devs.
Cultist of the Fly Lord.
This guy is basically just one charge, huh?
Let this world
He needs to sacrifice himself to activate the plague.
carry his plagues. Their walls shall.
Just like that. Now we have infected Goromadni, which we have no adjacency to. It cost 200 infections though, that's no small amount. That is no small amount. The plague bouncing was actually quite cool. This place not affected though. So we can create one cultist per turn, one infection assailant, and one on the army. So we can do three things. Still need to spread some more pox for the unlocking all the symptoms, even if it's not very useful. Only 5 growth for this place. That's actually useful. Spread pox 50 times. Esparta. We're going to increase the chances it spreads, and we're going to increase the duration of it. Spreading pox here to unlock paroxysm. And we're going to infect this army as well. These things are not even that useful, but it might be unlocking an interesting recipe. This one is something else. Limb blight, constant vomiting. We need a rot. Chance of spreading and duration. These two plagues were specifically for unlocking symptoms, so we can have all the recipes as an option. And of course the achievement, you know, you have to do it once. So QGet will try to get into that rift. Unlikely we get there. And our second army is doing well. Guys, rank 11. We do got some gear. Local region. Local region. This is Nurglish factions. That's septic. We actually have not that many items. This army is okay. Special, just work in progress. Well, this army obviously is much better because it has a powerful legendary lord. We'll see what we can do about a personal sycophant. We should be doing this mission here. We'll probably do it next turn. Not sure who the hell we even are supposed to fight for this quest. We have to fight an army of dwarves. There's quite a set of rewards here we can unlock. Like you can see, it's still pretty early in the campaign. Okay, let's see where we are with the technology. We've been progressing through the various branches here. Plague duration plus 1%. What? There gotta be a bug. Plague duration plus 1%. The duration of the plague is 3 turns. Without adding additional turns to it. It probably is plus 1 turn. It gotta be a bug. Well, Great Book of Bugs, here we come. Rancid visitations. It almost sounds like diarrhea. The disease starts from within, silently rotting organs to mulch only then as its blessed hosts stagger and vomit copious blood does their skin begin to blacken and split. Yeah, I'm thinking it's plus 1 turn. Plague duration plus 1%. It's gotta be just a typo. This is, you know, this is even worse than, you know, plus 1 public core technologies. Plus 1 control.
Power, grandfather's children.
We'll see, we'll see. I'm curious what's gonna be happening in this campaign. This campaign might be a long one, and there might be, you know, some things we've seen that have changed since 1.1. We've been behind all before in our very first campaign with Kislev, but we chose to be behind here on purpose. So we get that juicy perversion from Slaanesh, as in funds make us rich, and that follower. Karak Doom has spread 9 turns. Huh? Spread twice. Woohoo! I would love to get to that place.
The Plague Weaver.
Got Moxia rank 12. Just make him hard to hit. Let's see that quest ball. Doesn't look like high-end dwarf stuff, but it's who knows what it is here, really. Iron breakers. It's honestly not even that high-end, but 2 iron drakes be a problem. Close defeat. No reinforcements. Interesting. Maybe it is what it is. This is for Hugat's unique item, which makes him better at range. Really worried about the range, except the Iron Drakes. It doesn't look like you could do this on early if they don't have any reinforcements. Nurgle armies are very resilient.
Slops are gravy, beggars crumb, finger more, and skip that thumb. I crave what I crave, and that is dwarf and scum. I will have their hands and heads in my vice. So, best to infect them with fetid blood lies.
Damn.
An experiment.
It's cool.
Nurgle's command.
Kill them all. We should try to kill some Nurglings every now and then, so we can try to get his massive HP going.
Unspeakable Poxies.
As a spellcaster.
Rot bearers.
So it does look like those guys could do their thing.
Yes. Ugat assaulting the love of Nurgle. Bringing forth the way. Share your blessed infections.
We'll let some of the Nurglings get killed in hope to unlock the thing.
Tallyman of flames. Yes.
Praise the Earth Father! Grandfather embraces me. The gift of sickness.
We need to create that cultist to be durable, like very durable.
My experiment succeeds.
The fact you can use this on Kugat is kinda nutty. Use the fecundity so these guys survive. I feel like we should have not even sent the Plague Bears here, we should have just killed a bunch of our Nurglings. We're never going to get that that trait, which is kind of strong here. So there are reinforcements, and the game doesn't even mention it. Nice consistency. Reinforcement expected. What's that? No, they're definitely gonna add up damage. There are cannons and garage doors on each side. Been focusing quite a bit on this guy. Cannon could mess him up for sure. Looks like I could actually kill him with the cannons. Even more reinforcements. Okay. It's kind of messy that the artillery is from the sides.
The perfect plague. They die.
Yeah, they run out of ammo. We'll probably just ignore them. They run out of ammo. That's basically like a politic. The cannons on the other side of the map, yeah, they'll run out of ammo. Cannons fully using all their attacks. That's just too much damage. Their ability is quite good. Probably send these things up after the cannons. Let's reflect some damage on these guys. Why is there so much rubber banding here? What is this? It's not even landed.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
What the hell, game? Yeah, they're trying to sniper the counter. Might need to. We can't retreat him. He might actually get killed here. Yeah, he's gonna get killed here. They're just sniping our other guy.
Slaughter them.
Switch to the other side. Yeah, we got these guys. We can't fight them separate. We're gonna lose.
The Earth Father's blessing.
The perfect plague. A new world.
Looks like the plague bear is getting killed as well.
Hail! Decay!
Finger of sickness. Pox, plague, and pus. Right decay. Despair. Decay. Decompose.
Actually did more damage to our unit than theirs.
The love of Nurgle.
It caused also a huge amount of leadership damage.
Cut them open!
Ancient Wizard.
It is done.
The Plague Lord's servant! Decay!
Make sure these guys don't recover.
The Pox Father.
Corruption is salvation!
Save me!
Daemon! Decimate them. Swords.
There's a lot of stuff on this side. Finish these things here. I'll send one of the Nurglings after these guys. Where the hell is my Helm Discord here?
On pestering foot, they are worm food!
Okay, we clearly artillery on the other side.
My experiment succeeds.
Praise the Fly Lord!
This is really tough for Thunders. I don't have any experience, they're not fleeing. Still give us point bonus bloody at least.
Justice of the Plague Father!
Give me some miasma here. Siren Break is not dying. How much damage these things did? 17,000. Yeah, we're getting rocked by those cannons.
Worshipper of disease! Plague coat is moving!
Looks like they're routed.
Backward care.
Cleanliness is blasphemy!
And this guy's still fighting like this.
Kugat plague. The perfect plague.
But maybe it was a second unit of Slayers. I can't believe they actually, the dwarves actually have Slayers for this battle. And the battle is so early. So it's been a great battle for Kugan to have that Mortis Engine effect. I think we're working on unlocking that now, after we got all the other stuff. Lost several units, but we also lost 2 Plague Bearers, which are, you know, kinda bad. We lost like rank 6 and rank 7 Plague Bearers. Should have probably been in a more dense pile here. We got attack from all sides. And yeah, they do have a lot. They do have a lot, so the losses are expected here. There should be a point over blood because of units get destroyed. The prerequisite is no longer count. Now the units actually have to be destroyed. They have any 3,000 experience? Fuck me. Sick van daar. 23,000 experience. We're gonna be leveling up characters in no time. $206 infections, so half. The Slayer did 14,000 damage. Cannons 14,000 damage. Grudge over 18,000 damage. We're getting shelled here. 21,000 damage on the Grudge Roar. We didn't manage to kill the Lord. Extra money.
Next them.
Yeah, this is his item, Necrotic Missiles, a more deadly strain of the plague-ridden Nurglings that burst from Kugat's body. These creatures are particularly scabrous. Spreading a necrotic toxin to everything they touch. Gets some buffs to his damage. And gets necrotic missiles, increased number of projectiles. 3 campaign effects on top as well. It's necrotic missiles. It doesn't say we are shooting extra projectiles. Necrotic missiles, ammunition, increased number of projectiles. There's nothing here. They changed how the traits are called, but they're doing the same thing, and how they are unlocked. No longer Pyrrhic victories, and you just need to lose units at this point. Probably Dead Eye is the second best option here. Second best option here, but we're going with something else here. We're going with this is probably the worst option here. But there is something about increasing health pools of characters who already have massive health pools. I don't know why. I just like it. This is the worst option here. Armor is better, and this is far better. It's probably even buffs auto-resolve. And I'm going with Survivalist here just for flavor of his crazy health pool. So we get more of something we already have highest in the game, instead of getting something that's way more useful, like best shooting and more ammo. This is a leadership debuff. The marauders think of decay eventually wears down even the hardest, most experienced combatants, dampening their spirits and resolve. Press on. Wonder if we can get that leadership banner we got from him when we defeated him with Nakari.
Such power! How fascinating.
19,292 health, and we can get more.
Join the grandest experiment.
So the experience gained by this character does not scale with what the Lord gets. It just basically just from the bell. I like him on the ground. Road fly might give us more option, but I like him tanky on the ground. We haven't seen the rents and visitations. When you see the cost, you kind of like, oh, they put off. This spell just costs too much. And the Stream Corruption can have its uses. Unlock all the voodoo before getting into other stuff. Make this guy tanky. Then attack is better for him. Actually, even better for this guy considering he has more damage. He only has a okay weapon.
This experiment requires speed. Let's prepared.
So we need 2 more turns. I guess we'll take that turn replenishment here first. Took's father just probably gonna have. Took's father's just gonna have to defend the territories.
The eyes of Sinch. You're festering.
Don't want to get harassed.
Chaos incarnate. Better to be by my side than you would make.
Speak.
Chaos.
Divine.
This guy's actually won an alliance.
What?
Hopefully this happens. Yeah, we don't want to have a risk there.
Specimens required.
20% replenishment going around here,
My bruise. Bubble.
Gonna have to go with this one here. We need the replenishment, and this one extra 100 experience will go well with the sycophant. Unlock 10 plague symptoms. 16 turns, Let everything stack together, and the commandment doubled it. Well, this one will definitely spread 5 times. This one is very nice for replenishment and the vanguard. We pretty much have kept replenishment 50% now. So this guy also spreads the plague at a much higher rate. Cheaper infection cost. 15 plus 30%. $31, $33. Yeah, 4 times. 4 times. But I'm not sure if it actually counts the moment you activate it. So technically it's 5 times, right? Or is it the time that you activate it also counts as 1? Because we just spread the plague, right? Is it from this point 4 times? Or 3 more times? Because 3 more times makes no sense. That would be really bad. As you can see, we have all the favor in the world. This is an emergency lord.
Make Rockbearer stronger.
Okay, what is turned on here? Outposts, okay. Tier 3 is growing here to tier 4. We're getting the building for the plague bears, some unit buildings. So far we just had Nurgling buildings because the support was more important. Isn't there some other building we're getting here? This is Groot. This is the garrison, Gladport. Nurgle Wharf is here. Yeah, and this is a points of attack, so yeah, we have to go with those. This area we might have a little bit more room regarding this. Unlocked this one, so we can unlock some units. Okay. Cycling. This one is called Rancid Aloe. Hello. Hello. Where is Aloe -1? Okay, that one is there. The units need to cycle, and then we get added to the summoning pool. Then we summon them. We get attacked here. We're gonna be one of these two places. This place should get upgraded first. This is an important building to keep. Also increase income in the province. We'll upgrade this one first. Somehow these two have no plague. Strange. You know, regarding the infections and the planning of the plagues, the game should be showing information. Exactly every time the plague is spread, how many times it can still spread, and what is the chance of plague spreading. These things are missing. Again, hidden stuff from the player. Hey, Jonicus. Need something for this guy to fight. There's nearly nothing in the area. He has a plague that might not last. Maybe we get this one on top of him. Yeah, also need some more experience. We'll fill the power first. Makes sense to be closer to the other side. At least there's a tempestuous winds here. And we'll try to use that rift in the north. It's most likely it's gonna close before we arrive.
Behold, my alchemical and biological wonders.
The ogres that are attacking this faction in the west. What the hell are the ogres doing in the Chaos Wastes? Who knows?
You are nothing but an ambulatory beaker of reagents.
What the hell these guys want? They declare war? Well, we have enemies at the border, and I guess this is the faction that assumed the war that we had peace treated early on. There's somebody to fight.
I'll ensure your next mindlessly.
Yeah, more ogres. I'm still sending Kugat to the rift and see if we can enter. Just in case. Might get lucky there. Well, not in the Corns realm. Plague spread. 1, 2, 3.
Chic, fresh,
This would be nice if we can use that. Boltwood is still in Nurgle's realm. Garrison here could also be useful, but they might underestimate the place without the extra garrison. Someone could get a recruitment building, it's a little bit safer spot.
I'm the one in charge round here.
So both ogres in this place are at war with us now. This is actually tough to beat like this. I'm gonna have to RNG with the towers. Nurglings are cheap.
Listen to grandfather.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Fox together. No one tells a tyrant what to do.
Also get the cultist guy here for direct plague. Thing void.
Strongest rod bearer.
Cultist of the Fly Lord.
Valhammer Cult 2 out of 2.
I shall.
I'm the one in charge round here.
Yeah, now they're taking 10% attrition. Not 10%, but it's close. And nice, it's 6 turns. Because of the Plague God's pasture.
Only one I listen to is
So if they want to siege this place, we'll see about that. And there's something for Toxvarter to do. Best the channel for the positive thing. A couple of regions in this area have no plague for some reason. Even with extra 20% still didn't spread on the army. You're getting 58 right now. You have extra 15 there. Settlements do give us things. What we need, could need Confederate another province. That would be nice.
what? Yo, a wondrous day.
This is so close for this one, but they don't have a province. Very close for these two. Septic Claw. These guys are missing regions because they lost it to the ogres, or they didn't even ever had it. Well, this one they're sharing a province with Zinch guy.
You do things for Nurgle, yes? Rotkin spares you. Nurgle, a good day. There is company to infect. I mean, entertain. The grandfather blesses this meeting. Good day to you. What shall we discuss?
And this exalted, the great unclean one is such a nice guy.
Do not distract me from the rotting crusade. I pray you are an honest exponent of our grandfather's love.
Outpost, huh?
Praise rock.
How the hell would outpost even work with Nurgle? You can have a cult and an outpost. I'll keep the cult. Gonna be getting a couple of summoning buildings or recurrent buildings, whatever you wanna call them. Oh, certainly got a plague. I don't think she can maintain this area too. It's too highly corrupted. So it looks like the camp does not prevent them from taking attrition from the actual plague. Would have been crazy if it had worked like that. Maybe those guys can actually do something there. It's the garrison here. Light the land.
Faster! No one tells a tyrant what to do.
What? Oh my god. They got infected again, and the plague that are on them right now is the weaker one. And now they're replenishing. And they limit the system of spread, plague spread zone. I think this was a Slaneshi rift.
Move forthwith.
So if we get seduced by Slaneshi, we cannot enter the realm of chaos again for now. Yeah. All Slaneshi rifts will still open though. More turns.
Unhand the Tsarina.
Well, we actually had the attrition on them last turn, but the second plague spread on them and removed the attrition. So we got fucked by our own plague.
I must restock. Slaughter.
It's just part of the plague RNG. Sometimes, you know, it's not gonna work for you.
Strong grandfather.
Could do it again, but again backfire. I got access to Nurgle's Rot now. Nurgle's Rot is available. The infamous plague that has never been battered. Nurgle's greatest accomplishment, the most contagious and deadly of all. What do we lose with this one, I wonder? This army. Let's see if that goes on around. Eleven turns.
Only one I listen to is me.
Yeah, the cultists can be very useful, but if we just keep using everything, we're gonna run out of infections. I recently used a lot. We have to wait for this situation to clear right now. Sending a cultist in the Kislev territory with the AI balance of power. They're currently rank 18 with 10 settlements. Maybe we can afford one to send right now. Extra chance to spread in additional 3 turns. It's 200 infections.
Cultist of the Fly Lord.
It might not do anything, or it might just work in our heads. But I like this idea here. We do still have 200 left. I don't think we can lose this. How the fuck are they gonna kill 40 physical resistance demons? Well, let's find out. Prediction is up. As long as the leadership holds, we're good here. And leadership is slightly in their favor. And it doesn't even say much for the leadership for this battle. We do have 2 circles here for leadership. You see the blue circle? I like this area here, pretty dense. Pretty dense. Let's just go here. Go ahead and around. There's no trees on this battlefield, it's hell. Apparently ogres have business here. Have one for each side. Make sure we have excellent leadership. The ogre bulls don't have good leadership either. It's a lot of Nurglings here, literally thousands of Nurglings. There's a field of Nurglings here. We got summoned from beyond, so this plague also gives you a summon on the plague bears. Oh god. Hopefully this plague bear summon actually has duration, because plague bears need minutes to work. Bears Between mortal and immortal planes are further weakened, and yet more demons enter the world. Hopefully they have a proper summon duration, because the unit is very slow. I'm not talking about movement, I'm talking about actually, you know, giving you any value.
Rotbearer, well. Blade fathers.
They're not acting on us because they have no range. We have to go forward. Looks like we can go uphill. I'm gonna might just do a small engagement since we have no range.
Of Nurgle. Decompose.
50 seconds. Oh my god. It looks like it's just a blanket copy pasta for all these summons. And this unit needs time to work. It's not like the blood letters, right?
Herald of Nurgle. Maggotkin, obey.
Maybe the summons give me Plague Lord blessings.
You trespass.
Yeah, the leadership is looking good here.
Herald does.
Move their armor. This is the standard AI behavior. You have no range. Sometimes don't engage with the rest of their army. No, nothing has been improved in that regard.
Rot, child.
Seeing another unit.
Burst, rot, burner. Plague ridden.
We got more. We have to grind a lot of ogres. See if we can kill that tyrant. This reminds me of Rome 2.
Well,
Spread some fecundity.
Blade Father's chosen.
Can't believe they gave that one of the slowest working units in the game limited summon time. The Tyrant got smacked. Make sure he gets killed. For their armor and damage. I need guard more anymore. I have a better leadership at this point. And Nurglings are really tiny compared to ogres. Looks like the extra 20 feet resist is too much for them. Their arm is too basic. The ogres do have sometimes problem with not having magic attacks. That's just graphical glitches, Salzpeter. And not a single Nurgling has died this day. 300 experience, could have been 3 times that. 190 infections, we'll take that.
Come, serve Poxfather. Join.
You can see the Nurgles are quite effective at emergency garrisons. It's unique with affections because they can be summoned instantly. They have 40% base health because how this summon faction recruitment works, and this faction specialty is another 4% to Nurglings. Well, these Nurglings are 40% physical resist, so they get countered by magic. Literally any infantry with magic will destroy them. So you can go up to 50%, 46% Nurglings resistant though. Hey guys.
Rockbearer, stronger.
We'll put a sycophant now because we know we're gonna win. Got a campaign here. We can play around with a personal sycophant, triple experience with the characters. Black Arcs counter all demon factions. Yeah, the magic attacks are much more powerful. So the Black Arcs will counter demons. The only thing that's important here that we stand in a pile if they can counter this smart infantry. This blue circle will let make the demons not get banished. Especially this low tier ones. You can see this the stretching of the Nurglings. It seems like a graphical glitch. Maybe to improve performance. That was a big miscast. Miscast must be all magic damage. And then again it is because we're getting other stuff to against them. Yeah, we got a plague recipe. Strong 1 gives the whole army 20 fizz resist and 2 plague bear summons. Might as well use this army now since we have it full of Nurglings. 6600 experience, goddamn.
Slay them!
Looks like the plague bounced and we got a moderation.
Death! March decay!
How the hell we have not have it in range? Maybe if I get it out much, it will be exactly enough.
Herald light!
What?
Poxmakers! Faster!
It's out of range.
I obey only the great Moor. Pass! Herald!
It's funny, I entered that territory and we get that replenished more because it's no longer a mountain.
Take, father.
We could try to grind some demon armies in 2 turns. Nothing really left for that portal. So we'll be getting some exalted plague bears with this building eventually. This one is unlocking some other units. We should probably give another one for exalted plague bears. Seems like the most resilient option.
I wish you sickness, but not death.
Yeah, demons having a climate system like this should makes no sense. It's just like some stupid enforce balancing that makes no sense at all. They had a bunch of dual weapons, so this could have been something. There are armies marching, and we got in camp. And we got 43 physical resistance. Without magic, they can't do much. Do have Flock of Doom though, but it's limited use with rank 1 Slaughtermaster. She says, Nurgle roster looks very interesting, endless possibilities. The wizard knows what's up. Can you imagine the Vampire Council play like this shit, wizard? Oh shit, never mind. What is this one? A bunch of marching units. I'm gonna put just on top of it.
footprints.
Should not go this wide. Due to our abilities, it's best to keep in a position like this. Considering that we are basically just trying to outlast the enemy. Nurglings are basically zombies of this faction, but it's actually a good unit. Another one that cripples things both sides. So we get a little bit over 80 seconds of this unit. This faction has some very good followers. The Nurgling follower and the Plaguebearer follower, very nice stuff. They're doing good, the enemy here. Gonna be some damage. You got some Iron Fist and dual weapons. Kill this guy because he's gonna be doing damage to Flock of Doom. This is gonna be a little bit problem from the looks of it. What the hell's up with power reserve here? Well, I casted way more spells than this and we still have this much power? How? The... Get rid of the slot masters. the hell is this? The life leeching is bugged. No, that can't be intentional. That makes that magic OP. That is intentional, guys. That's not a bug. Shut up. Finally, that magic has something. That looks like intentional, right? Holy shit, that has potential. It's not perma-active. It's active when it casts spells, but we're getting power reserve max increasing. Look at the power reserve, 77, 78. You see that? It's not supposed to be working like that. But maybe they made it unique with life leeching. Every time you cast life leeching, you actually extend your limited pool by 2.5. Yeah, this could be intentional, could be bugged. I like to think this is intentional because it makes the lore unique then. Because they removed this type of thing from the Valhart. Life leeching. Life leeching should be unique. This should stay like this, and to make the that lore unique and the vampires very strong magic users. It's not like this. This is like happening instantly. This is a slow build. This fits Nurgle and the undead. And the undead should have this. Because when you think about it, point 1 is nothing. Point 1 to just recharge faster is nothing. But to actually increase, that's pretty cool. So hopefully they don't, hopefully this is intentional. Otherwise another copy pasta shit. This is a cool thing with Lord of Death, and I think it makes sense for the life leeching to work like this. Because Lord of Death is available to Nurgle and the vampires. And stuff like this is very fitting for these factions. How the hell did we only capture 29? Seems bugged. Probably because of reinforcements. If a large army is reinforcing a single guy, this is all off.
Make weak with virus.
Find out how this army, the most basic Nurgle army, thanks to the plague, can clear all this. Well turns.
Is dead.
This one should be stronger on the debuffs. Give that one upgrade. Next turn, all the Rift's armies will activate. We might get Qgat to attack several armies because of that.
Maggots in mouth.
What did he say? Nurglings in his mouth?
Tainted one. Heralds, pustules break open.
What do you mean click on the chains? What are you guys talking about?
Everywhere, decay, crumbs. No one tells a tyrant what to do. Poxmakers. Have new swords. Discharge stakes. Only one I listen to is me. I'm the one in charge round here.
They're not marching anymore. They did replenish.
Have maggots in mouth.
Double check we got the plague. We got it. This is a mega experience with this guy. This guy's the clear warners. I'm not sure what you guys talking about with the chains. Also, I never realized that you could click on the chains over enemy settlements to see the buildings and garrison. What? There's a lot of things to fight here, lots of experience. By deploying close to them, we deny them charge, and the charge is most of their damage. We have to get there before they enter the battlefield. Life force of forcing their spells. We have to get there before they get in. There's too many ogres that are gonna charge us. Most of their damage comes from the charge.
Nurgle's herald.
Just in time from the looks of it. You do initially also can block some of their reinforcements, so like this. The leadership is not the greatest here. This guy is the leadership of though. Seems like the summoned units feel like Lord's blessings. Yeah, Bloomcools. Nurglings have quite poor damage and they do get smacked around quite a bit. They're quite resilient against their army. I get a Sigafen equipped, so it's gonna be mega experience. Still haven't seen the Great Unclean One, the Exalted One. Might get out of the terror here. Yeah. Just what we needed to rout him. Terror on demand is sometimes pretty cool. Why do you wonder about such things? He wonders what trait will get on the Exalted Great Unclean One. Why do you wonder about such things? Why you even write this shit in the chat? Just, you know, forget about traits existing. Demons can get determined. At least the devs said that good. 12,000 experience, damn. It's amazing. And especially because it didn't cost as much movement. I see this campaign being fun with a personal Sycophant. And Nurgle is fun as well. At least this area is all 1 point. I'll pick one of the locuses here. 11 seconds, huh? It doesn't look like it has limited uses though. This one is very nice, but let's see this one. I feel like channeling stuff would be great for Herald of Nurgle. Resistance is futile, for it will only lead to greater suffering and a longer, more agonizing demise. There's some really nice things that can be done here with the setup. I feel like I'd be careful when picking this one before rank 20 because of the focus. Fedbuna doesn't have an overcast, it just upgrades the reduction. You know what's hilarious? Fedbuna cost compared to the new Nurgle spell? All this, like, these numbers are identical to some of the other numbers, but this should be a strong spell since the change. The whole death lore, even without the life leech work like now, it seems like way better than towards the end of Warhammer 2. But with the life leech working like this is a strong lore, like really strong lore. And it fits Nurgle and the Vampires that it works like this.
Make
Can't believe it, guys. Lore of Death is strong again. Feel strong, man. Feel like I'm playing early Warhammer 1 again. Before multiplayer butchered it. The mosque is not occupied, huh?
I'm the one in charge round here.
We can do both. We should clear the settlement and then clear the camps.
Sludge weeps from us.
It's not just that food here. Have you noticed the Spirit Lich doesn't have a chance to resist? Fat Bayuna doesn't have the chance to resist that as well. And the Soul Blight did get changed, you know, for a really good spell towards the end, so would fit some factions pretty nice. Heck, even the Astro the Dread Knight got buffed. The only really bad thing here is Doom and Darkness, because they haven't changed it. I feel like either Doom Darkness should give more penalty to leadership, or when you overcast it, or when you cast it, should remove the enemy's immune psychology. At least make a compromise there. Spells that lower leadership should remove immune psychology, especially Doom and Darkness and that other one that's a copy of this spell that the ogres have. This spell should prevent the enemy, should remove immune psychology from the enemy for the duration. And look at this, and then really another -6. This one should also remove their immune psychology. I mean, look at the picture. That doesn't look like they're gonna work on them. These spells should remove immune psychology.
Many infected.
Yeah. Let's take the settlement, then we're gonna clear the camps. This this recipe is very strong. I mean, it looked like it's gonna be very strong, you know. I haven't really paid attention to the summon part of it, but even the summons are good, even if they have the questionable duration. 20 extra resist on demons. If the enemy has no magic attacks, it's just it's like too much on a lot of units. This is a good time to hide the whole army here and see what the enemy does. There's no reason to show where our army is. If we can hide the whole army, should always do that, so they don't build towers towards you.
Herald of Nurgle.
Sometimes you will have units that will not be able to hide, so you can do that. They build the towers on the top from the looks of it.
Putrefy.
Following the fate of the unsmiling warrior Bayuna, the targets over the caster Ire will laugh themselves to death. It's a cringing laugh, by the way, not a real laugh. Just imagine spending 100 hours without sleep on Reddit. That would happen to you when that spell goes up. Wow, the summon units actually give us Plague Lord blessings. So the summons are actually even stronger than what they seem.
Father's chosen.
That's so slow.
Spreading the star. Herald of Nurgle. Follow Nurgle's side.
Oh yes, look at this. Yes, yes, yes. That's my. Is that my first favorite Bayuna in Warhammer 3? I think it is. Oh yes. Warhammer 1 feels. This fits perfectly with Nurgle, really. And who assigned the Lord of the Beasts to the Ogres and that to Nurgle, and this changed to that? Oh man, hopefully this will be like this when we play the vampires. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Man, Vampires gonna be OP with this Lord of Death. Because this was part of the Vampires disappeared from Warhammer before. Lord of Death, you know, being shit. Now that Lord of Death is strong again, oh yeah. This is the shit.
Herald of Nurgle.
This is huge, especially for the vampires. This faction fights like the vampires, more or less. So, yeah, it makes sense. Arkan, oh boy, this is a game changer for Arkan. Like huge. Oh man, this is huge for Arkan. Azak, oh boy, this is a game changer for some of these lords. Azak in Arkan is actually gonna be very good now. Of course, the first need to release Immortal Empires in 2023. Should probably had Nurglings on the other side. Like, what the fuck am I doing here? Elich, what the fuck are you doing? You should have kept the Nurglings on the other side. Yeah, I was mentioning because the new strong Lord of Death, Azak and Arkan is gonna be very good. And especially the vampires, because it will go really well with the other two lords. Like, really good. Because they won't have every lord in their army. What are you supposed to do with your lords as Kislev against ogres? Debuff the ogres. Debuff them. Usually, if you have learned to use magic to distract against infantry, the simplest way against the large units is to debuff them. Either slow them and shoot them, or debuff them and kill them faster in melee. The fire bell is making my guy. Troll hug as well, yeah.
Herald of Nurgle. Decomposition. Follow Nurgle's side.
We could use momentum here. I fucked up here. We should have had one of the Nurglings on the other side to capture some of the mine supply location to get more momentum. This is not how you're supposed to fight here. I better take any damage, look at that. Yeah, huh? I missed you, haha. My third favorite red name. No, really, seriously, I thought we lost you. I thought Warhammer 3 made you just totally disinterested.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Thank you, Architect. Look at that sweet 8,000 experience. Oh, we're gonna have some fun with Sycophant this game. This guy's rank 18, like, what the fuck? Wait, like, what the fuck? I've recruited this guy as an emergency lord for some, you know, garrison fighting, and look at this, he's nearly rank 19. Holy shit. This is a perverted ancillary. He was like rank 6 2 turns ago. We need Arcane Conduit so we can fully utilize life leeching. The new Lore of Death gives me like +20 leadership, guys. It's crazy how one thing can be, feel so good after all these years of Warhammer 2. We're gonna be overcasting Soul Blight and maybe Aspect. Maybe Aspect. Maybe Purple Son of Zerus. 11 to 22 second duration. I don't think Purple Son of Zerus is good to overcast though. So Earthing is seems like quite weak for Lord of Death. And we have access to healing. Magical reserves as the filler. These skills have not really that any good anymore. Even if the winds are tempestuous, magical reserves best case scenario gives you 2 extra winds per turn. That's basically new magical reserves. When you have access to a stance that grants you 15 winds of magic per turn, this seems pointless. That stance is too strong, it should be 10, it makes everything else look bad. So decide which one to take. Earthing in some cases is better than magical reserves. Especially on a lore that you're gonna overcast spells, like Lore of Beasts. Lore of Vampires. This one has become nothing special. But in this case, the Lore of Death and the heck we have access to healing, magical reserves is better than Earthing. Even if it's, situational +1 or +2 winds of magic per turn in campaign. You see this thing here? Tempestuous +10 will give us +2. And Tempestuous is the best case scenario, that is rare. If you look at here, it's -5, which means you get +0. But you have Channeling, which give you 15. Honestly, the fact that Channeling is giving 15, it's kinda OP in the new system. Channeling should be probably +10. Don't get how the magic reserves work. You have a limit of 100, and you charge it in on the campaign map. In the battle, power recharge draws from that 100 and gives you winds of magic to cast spells. And there are a few things that can actually give you more power reserve, but it's become very rare now. Like stuff like knowledgeable magical reserves become poop. Almost as bad as Earthing was in the past. As nothing special. At the start of the battle, don't click that other button. It's a gamble to give you initially more winds of magic, but it can also lower your total winds of magic if you have bad RNG. That battle, just ignore it. That button, ignore it. It's just another shitty thing that exists in the game that wastes your time. With some decent power recharge, that button serves no purpose at all, even in the good RNG case. Same like gambling in the Warhammer 2. Waste of time, does nothing. Okay, let's clear the camps here. We can't really go after Kiza right now because what's going on here. But probably gonna send the main army to smack somebody. All you need to know about the magic the important stuff. The important stuff, keep your Winds of Magic Power Reserve high, and if you're relying on spellcasters, make sure the power recharge in battle is also buffed. With stuff like Arcane Conduit or some items.
Sing, chant of Nurgle. Rata.
Still need to prioritize infrastructure in situations like this. But we're starting to open slots for recruitment, which will add units to the pool so we can summon them. Oh, I got one Forsaken unlocked. So this thing is now on the next cycle now. Now we can unlock next one. We get a spawn of Nurgle. So in 4 turns we'll get a spawn of Nurgle. Well, Nurglings work for this guy and they're very cheap. This guy got rank 18, that is insane. That's insane. Probably not bother with this place now. Let's see how the plagues run out, then we'll do some stuff. I'm gonna go spread this one around. And maybe get another cultist north. City of Splinters is in the north. We might need to take this a mosque place. So we'll get one of these guys to follow around. This place will cook me a cultist. A cultist. We need to spread this thing 50 times. Special. Just a simple one. Ration, chance, and to unlock symptoms.
Cultist of the plague.
Send them north.
The march of despair. No other may summon me.
There's a Slaneshi Rifts open. Nobody can take Soul this turn in Slaneshi 1. Because we've taken the Temptation. Or at least everybody missed the point now. Maybe somebody can still enter there. We couldn't enter... we couldn't enter the Rift ourselves because we've taken the Temptation. Seduction. But next turn there are gonna be a bunch of armies here, huh? The rifts will close so we can teleport around. And that's rather pointless when you think about it. Rather pointless. Should go push with this army. I'm gonna teleport the rifts that we have seen. Of course, the Kislev will use the motherland, right? Yeah. Tier 3 here, we should be looking for another recruitment thing here. Probably another plaguefish puppies, plagueflesh puppies, so we can get more exalted plague bears and more regular plague bears. Building is called plaguefish puppies. Maybe we can get a technology for that as well.
A crusade
We're hoping not to ever go to war with other chaos. Right now we're fighting not just Kislev and ogres. Defeat a couple of armies on both sides. Another mob bug with the mop. Good wound immediately, huh? That's a third. They're all called Valmer Cool. Leg duration plus 1%. Oh boy. Let's see if that one works. Okay, Exalted of Nurgle, Morbot. This pestilent force of demons has proven especially virulent. Nurgle has taken notice and wishes to place his most exalted servant at the head of his host to ensure his plagues will spread even further. This is the event that Demons of Chaos have that can promote the Herald to the the exalted greater demon. This guy is high rank and almost immortal. Take my place, Exalted One. An exalted great unclean one shall replace the Herald of Nurgle to lead this demonic host to even greater contagion. Spread Grandfather's blessings. Who knows, maybe they secretly patched the game with traits for these powerful entities, instead of just rolling a new random trait. So yeah, you lose half the experience. The Exalted One is now in command of this army. The Herald has been consumed, but a sliver of his power remains for the new leader to exploit.
Father Nurgle.
And the Great Unclean wants some of the best models. So I said that for the the Keeper of Secrets as well. Chance of Plague spreading plus 8% Lord's Army. That's a good trait. Okay, so RNG was with us on this one. There's much worse traits than this. This one is actually good. We actually retain his death lore. Okay, so this thing can also be death lore. And this weapon looks bad. I wish there was also a sword variant. Is bell and the flail, whatever it is, it looks like it's made out. It's a Lego, not really, you know, AAA game. What do these things have? What? What are unique skills? Not only you lose the Herald skills, but there's nothing. Really, CA? Nothing? I guess they're under budget. Where's this unique skill line? These things are also present on the all regular characters. Wow. That skill the Herald has is actually pretty good. Wow. This looks like they forgot the skills, you know. Hopefully in 3 years they don't figure out they were actually bugged, so we can actually use them for the first time in 2025. This is really disappointing. There's nothing here.
A new way to share Nurgle's love.
I mean, the Keeper of Secrets has also unique skill here, unique skill here. I mean, that's just basically their gods thing, you know, their you know, Slanesh thing, Nurgle thing. The Exalt Keeper of Secrets has like 5 skills here. 3 skills, 3 or 4 skills. This guy gets nothing. This gotta be bugged. This gotta be bugged. Yeah, this is bugged. Wow, he even lost missile resistance. The 50 missile resistance that he had as a Herald. Herald has 15%, Great Unclean One has 0. No missile resist. Very disappointing.
Lord of States.
Why? These things are supposed to be some of the most powerful entities in the Warhammer universe. The exalted great demons. What the fuck were they doing with this shit, man? Man. At least the exalted Keeper of Secrets got some love. Holy shit, this guy got nothing.
The joy of disease.
36 speed down. This is... wow. Exalt Keeper of Secrets is very good. It's definitely better than a Herald of Slanesh. But do not upgrade your Heralds into this thing. Do not do it. The Herald of Nurgle is better. This is so disappointing. The fact you have a Locus and a Rotfly makes a Great Unclean One look terrible.
Nurgle's uncleanest. Lord, happy Father, North.
Yeah, we got Confederations available. This area is pretty safe, so this should be a good Confederation. But what do we exactly gain with it? More summons? Tier 3 province with 2 tier 2 buildings on turn 48. This ogre seems like causing so much grief here. Should send an army to destroy them. Yeah, let's make start making Kislev here. There's nothing else to do here.
My contagion.
Disease liberates.
Sarina went back here.
I serve only the
Somehow she only cleared the plague. Kislev does have towers that can go magic, but we do have vanguard troops as well. For the prediction, let's go in. It still doesn't show multiple projectiles here. You know, turning a herald into an exalted greater Daemon should be a reward. It should feel satisfying, it should be fun, and it should be a thing that you want to do. All traits lost, roll a random trait, lose half the experience. What? And then some of them are just poop. Some of the most powerful entities in the universe. What?
Tallyman of flame.
Yeah, gonna be a grinder here. Don't mind if a couple of Nurgles get destroyed. We're trying to get points there. I'll control the attack there.
Nurgle's command. Nurgle's
It aids decay.
He's on our side. We cannot fail. Swords.
I think I'm gonna focus this guy hard.
The perfect blade.
Plague cultist moving.
Still haven't seen a lot of these battles. It's hard to say how they're gonna go overall.
Despair. Decay. Decompose.
Corruption and destruction.
That's a very good fireball. We get some momentum for this battle for sure.
Right decay. Lord Vesta. Pass. Pass. My experiment succeeds.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
Hey Derek, what's up for the booba content? What booba content?
Decay,
Where?
Lord cultist. Infestation above.
I'm gonna get this one for momentum.
Tugas, blade.
We need to capture this before them. Why is this guy wavering? Shaken?
Tugas.
I'll stay here when we capture this. Okay, we good. Now we get some attack. We got to restore leadership.
Light bearers.
As guard shooting that unit, we can't have that. In.
Bearers.
Need to keep getting health up. This works. To activate the Children of Nurgle. The arrows are not very useful in this battle. How are we losing this? Who the hell is close? We're getting kicked into it.
Any kind of Nurgle. Foxfather.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to grind through the towers.
Infection is inevitable.
This is what? This is armor coursers and holding that wall.
So be it.
Now look at this, the number of projectiles actually shows in battle but not in campaign map. So that's a bug there. I like to snipe this guy. Should not put this guy on a mount until rank 20. It will get sniped sometimes. That's pretty bad.
The love of Nurgle.
Also been shooting here, at least there's no magic tower right now. This year they're gonna build a lot of towers. Don't seem to prioritize Nurglings with the shooter there. Range here.
Yes.
Still have momentum going there. Running out of ammo. This thing should hold even on lower health.
The perfect play. A new brew. One.
Yeah, you're done now, boys. Go away. Those flyers are useless, so we don't want to lose them. You can see they're trying to shoot us and shit, but nothing works because we're just way too resilient.
Good king. Decay! Decompose! Nurgle's pestilent brewmaster!
Decisive victory, huh? So that bug with his item not showing on the campaign map probably affects Outer Zone in a bad way as well. 21,000 experience, damn.
Haul it to my lab! Kugath, a plague father.
G-Bob, where are you? Guts, where is the thing, yeah? This one was a way to actually make him a little bit better in balance of power, at least in this dark age of balance of power, especially with the Deadeye. But without even the Deadeye is weaker. When you go into battle, it shows. Things like this in the past has always been updated here, but this one only shows in battle, so it's bugged on the campaign map. Woohoo!
The rotting Poxmaker.
I still don't know what draining attacks do. Primarch, Fires. It's only a very good defense. I'm gonna go with more damage here. Although it would be a Nurgle thing to go Blade Shield, which is a further overkill with the Survivalist and Scarred Veteran. It does have a strong base weapon strength. It makes it better against large and dueling. His defense is more fine, I guess. Pestilent Decay. So get a miasma around him in melee. Additional Plague Reader now. Heavy buff for defense and leadership.
I most promising reagent. Plague written. The Plague Weaver. Decay. Specimens required. The fetid Brewmaster. I must test my contagion.
Oh, my luck with twin portraits. It's confident. The other one was cheated trade, but they had a different portrait. I really hate when heroes have the same port in the army. Triggers me. Should have picked the summon there.
The rotting Poxmaker. Pox spreader. Megaton.
Looks like you got army should have 2 Plague Ridden, because otherwise you have to invest in his lore. And if he has his lore, it's kind of hard to get Pestilent Decay with everything else. He also has a lot of skills, which are extra points too. There's not enough skills for his lore. Maybe just Children of Nurgle for extra miasma around. Thank you, son guy.
God. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the
Instructing they're disciplined. Disciplined Straklon.
Nurgle's chosen.
I'm just gonna have 1 Plague Ridden per army. I get 3 or too much with the same portrait. Have this guy scout a bit and then probably use him in another army.
My bruise bubble.
Another cultist arm. Do need it for the 3rd army. This one is important because it's a war zone.
enemy only flesh and fluid. Slay them!
Fledge grills are gone. This is a different guys. These are loose tooth. Send this guy to deal with those ogres in the west. They're bothering to other factions. I want to fear this up.
Herald Lyca!
Locus of fecundity, outlast everything.
Make Rotberg
I'm here.
stronger!
Send this guy west to clear those other ogres.
Plague Bearer! Father Nurgle! Nurgle's beloved! Go!
Medium casualties. Damn. Ratspumer. Can guard every passage.
Joyous destruction! Crush them!
Did he just hit like 30 Nurglings there instead of everything else?
Harbinger of rot! Blood! Rot and ruin! Rust and rot!
We still managed to go through all this. We'll be fighting our enemies, waiting for the rifts. I really like the Nurgle playstyle, and this thing with that magic will also make it more fun. Probably put a plague ridden of that lore in the other army as well.
Listen to Father Nurgle. Poxmakers.
Kind of crazy. Legion lords or these lords, they have to put 2 points for a spirit lich, but 1 for Ferbayuna. Don't you guys think this is insane? When you think about it, spirit lich is 2 points, while this one is 1 point. Life legion should be here.
Look what Father's found, children. Father Nurgle.
Guess we're going into the mountains. Strong these ogres anyways. Really no military arm. They did attack us randomly.
Time's a wasting. Kugath, a plague father. Plague ridden.
Else is here. I'm gonna have to see if this is 1% or 1 turn. Double experience gain for units when fighting against Kislev. The army ability wrought glorious wrought all armies. Chain direct damage. Flesh is but one of Nurgle's churches. His sermons may also be preached within the mind, where pathogens strip all reason from their hosts. As madness reigns, your father reigns. Rejoices.
Each win power.
Father.
Grandfather's children.
So we have to spread this one as well. I don't want it to last long. Doom got a grow building. This place is probably gonna get attacked in the future. Carnivorous compass as well, so we can garrison it. Get another tier 3 building available here. Should be a recruitment building. But adding some flyers to the army. 10,000 for this building, holy shit. This one, it doesn't look like... It should be in a big city, because it has a limit. Limit in this city. Get two of these. We could get a third one. This will get one for the toads. I use main army to weaken Kislev. Probably confederate other Nurgle factions, so there's no complications with other factions. Peak as a cult. It manifested at 88. There's more infections here. These guys don't even control capital here, which is a shame.
Will you share in our joyous decay?
Confederate these guys.
We are agreed.
We should confederate both to minimize complications, possible complications. Confederation, there's a penalty with the diplomacy with English faction saying to control. I got exalted plague bearer here. We get one tier 3 settlement with a rancid aloe and one with the plague bears.
Cultist of the Fly Lord.
It's one of the worst traits for the cultists that we got on this one. -3 control for the local enemy province.
Disease, death, decay, rebirth.
Strongest Rottara!
We should get both these unit buildings here. To control buildings, that's not bad either. The other one will just get a growth and ink garrison building. Setup is acceptable here, we don't want to put too much. Soldiers will go hostile eventually. Sexual plague bear is worth keeping it for another army. It's a strong unit. I need the Nurgle though. Another contagious Exalt Great Unclean one. Also rank 4. think just this is a good trade. These guys look pretty much the same stuff around.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Cunning on these guys. Attempt.
Cultist of the Fly Lord.
I must test my contagion.
I forgot to return the Sycophant list and returns for the movement. The movement buff only applies at the start of turn. Doesn't look like it's gonna matter at this distance though.
Onward for Nurgle.
Grandfather, they will march with joy.
The fated brewmaster.
Doesn't look like it would have been enough anyways.
Father's here. On we go. After you.
Mosky. City of Splinters is here, controlled by another ogre faction.
That's it.
I got 3 settlements. They might eventually declare war anyways. Good spot for the plague. Let's keep unlocking symptoms. Increase the plague spreading and some income. As we plague will also get vision in the region.
For chaos. It shall be. Yours chosen.
Heading 4 right now.
The rotting Poxmaker.
Yeah, you can't waste any skills on a Great Unclean one. Exalt Great Unclean one, my bad.
Nurgle's beloved.
Yeah, because he can get everything really.
Cold hinders immune systems.
They forgot to add the unique special skills for the Exalt Great Unclean ones. That's a huge oversight.
Why you distract me from my research?
Well, I think that's fine here. Pays quite good here. working together with the other chaos. Rot Glorious Rot. And develop a cycle building through its full life cycle. We get 2700 and obsidian armor. Yeah. Forgot to return this Sycophant again, but it didn't matter in this case, luckily. Why is scanning even available to these guys? They all have poison.
Are you carve and grind? A wondrous day.
So we got an third ability, Rot Glorious Rot, the damage one. The Hag in this side. Let's see Kislev around. Looks like there was a battle here from somewhere. As they went for a Temple Heimdall, they were fighting Norska there. They have 10 settlements, but not much military.
Specimens required.
We'll start getting exalted Plague Bears in a few turns, I think. I think it's very nice having one of each lore in the army, especially when both lores are good. It would have been ideal if it's just one hero for that, and the rest in the lore, but the lore has too many skills. And some good unique ones, so gotta get that. If you don't go for that Mortis Engine ability and go Wizard skills instead of Q-Gut, you kinda get two Plague Ridden, so you don't have to put a second one in the army. You can still, with remaining skills, upgrade Miasma to be a cheap debuff to trigger the Children of Nurgle.
The Plague Horde stands together. Gather around, children. Share your blessed infection. Talisman of Flames.
Cleanliness.
So where they put the most of their stuff. All these guys sneaking in the city.
Hail! Decay!
Ugath, plague we have.
Joyfully, I move.
Waters, a new brew.
Doing anything yet?
Swords. So be it. Plague none us. Go. Right decay. Finger of sickness.
You guys are trying to shoot here, huh?
Despair. Decay. Decompose. Yes.
Cultist of the Plague Father!
The lava Nurgle. Blade thrones. Great
That should pretty much heal the unit there with a heal. Fleshly abundance. Or what, a half health and so all 10 is alive.
Remove flesh. Spreading pus.
Praise the Earth Father!
Our guard does have a lot of defense.
Flame sword. Ready. Going.
Infestation about.
That's a good fireball.
Rot bearers. To my research.
Is overrun. Did that hit the invisible wall there? It looks like it.
My experiment succeeds. Trail of
see him take damage here. I guess the Tsar Guard did some damage. Then maybe get a good shot at the same time.
Excellent! The point is ours!
It'd be nice to have heroes with discipline for this army. That extra attack would mean been a lot of the units. They don't have enough attack. They have like excessive resilience, but their attack is like below average at best.
It belongs.
Another tier 2 no resource here though. This is corrupted pretty fast here. This is a mega corruption. Has to be a grow building in the province always. This one can get the defense.
A plague, father.
There are 3 skill points here. Yeah, could have had a Rift Tree as well, yeah. This one will have the Plague Bears, Nurglings. Has to deal with the survival battles.
The plague weaver.
That's how you build your armies. They have to deal with the survival battles. The Exalted Plague Bear should be more than enough already for that. It's gonna take forever, a very long time. I'm definitely taking this missile resistance. Nurglings, Plague Bears, all Plague Bears, and Forsaken of Nurgle. Nurgle and the toads. Oh, I have enough points here after all.
Yes, this will aid my studies.
Send this one to another army.
Your pale, wintry flesh will weep.
Maggot king.
Plague Ridden slot seem limited, especially right now, so we'll have one per army, and I don't really care about the second one in this army. We'll have the Lord of Nurgle on if you got nothing really interesting left there. The Lord of Death is very strong, so gotta be in the army. I've always been a fan of just one of each hero in the army. Some factions not one of every hero, because they might have like 3, 4, or 5 heroes.
Submit to my research.
It's gonna counter to another army. It's gonna be a nice boost to the army.
Of the Fly Lord.
And with a very good plague here. Hopefully it keeps spreading, and we'll have plagues going for economy reasons as well. Just have to find the spots for it. That one, we have a couple of plagues going right now just to unlock symptoms. And a couple of plagues going around now for economy reasons.
Father Nurgle.
Put a prediction for this one. Pretty quick victory. Other. They have no magic, which means they can counter our units. This one can do a little bit damage. We have another ability now, which we're gonna have to check as well. I forgot to put the personal sycophant. It's over level here then. Have to get better at switching that follower around. It's gonna be get some really nice min-maxing with it. This was close to 2 levels missed here. Of course, we also have to be careful, you know, if we're putting at the risk, we might, you know, lose the Lord in the army and then we lose the follower. This guy cannot hide, huh? Too big. Too big to hide.
Bile and ruin. Join together under Grandfather's love.
I'm gonna get momentum from capturing the city. This is the same layout we had just early against Keys of City.
Buboes, phlegm, blood, and guts.
So Road to Glorious Road is 100. Maybe it's 300. That one could potentially do quite a bit of damage. Spread to 5 times. Getting there in time, but it's not gonna help too many Nurglings.
Harbinger of rot. Blisters, fevers, weeping sores. The Festa Boars.
What's that guy doing there?
Greater Demon of Nurgle. Grandfather Nurgle's favorite. Nurgle infuses me. The Pox Lord.
You guys are kind of in trouble here. But just Nurglings. But actually, they died, the lore can get stronger. Because of the health rate.
Rot and ruin. Rust and rot.
What the hell are these guys doing?
Greater Demon of Nurgle.
I got arms like this because at the end actually you see the Lord carrying.
Nubos, phlegm, blood, and guts. Joyous destruction.
How to use it here? These guys need healing. So restore or 9% health on every unit, also restore the vigor somewhat. Guys are doing pretty well considering.
Father Nurgle himself. Blisters, fevers, weeping sores.
And look at this guys, 5,000 damage on the Greater Demon. Who knew that the shitty range unit would be a counter to unspeakable evil? Who needs 15 missile resistance, right?
I'm moving, children. The Festa. Father is repositioning.
These guys actually survived here. It's matter of them, it's a lot of healing. Oh, and one more.
Nurgle infuses me. I spread destruction.
Looks like Nurgle has some trouble moving around here.
Wherever Nurgle asks.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
Dang it, Barmel.
Rot and ruin. Rust and rot.
I made a list of components already over a month ago, but I'm gonna start buying in May. So it's gonna be May or June latest for the new PC. The goal finally ends this month. I already saw they had the 390 Ti graphic cards in the store. Probably just gonna still go with a 380. Victory. Banner of the Unholy Victory. Rays of dark light shimmer about the standard scoring scenes from 1,000 of ruinous victories upon the flesh of its bearer's opponents. 10 leadership will 12% base damage. Enabled if winning melee combat. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Couldn't even give you weapon strength, it just gives you base weapon damage. Yeah, I missed 2 levels here.
A new disease breeding ground.
Put it here. Austerity.
Father Nurgle. Oh, wondrous.
Yep, could have had 2 more levels from the looks of it.
What a wonderful gift.
Cultist.
Cultist of the Fly Lord.
I really like Nurgle mods.
Take, Father. Rots.
Like the playstyle.
I'm moving. File. Nurgle need them.
So I transfer the units and I transfer the plague. Interesting. That could be definitely be used sometimes. Eye crusts. Legend tells that a single tear from a tainted one's saprogenic eyeball can blind an entire city in weeks. The legends are wrong. This heroic feat requires mere days. 5% physical resistance for the plague bearers and the exalted plague bearers of Nurgle. Make them tougher.
Grandfather's children.
So it would be nice to have a disciplined plague-ridden and a disciplined cultist eventually for Kuget's army. That extra 4 attack for the survival battles. But we can also just grind mount.
Nurgle's chosen.
Hope it doesn't override our unique plague.
I'll concoct a perfect.
I should have spread it here instead. Yeah, it was actually better here.
Embrace despair.
The Fly Master.
Yeah, should just keep a little bit more attention to moving around Person Sycophant. It can give us a tremendous advantage.
Magaton.
Yeah. We're getting another cultist open soon. We have 3 armies, right? We are rank 4, so we're pretty strong right now. We're fighting Kislev, who are getting smacked, and they're currently rank 23. Judge and Chaos Waste is okay, except a couple of ogres causing trouble. So today and probably tomorrow we'll probably have a shorter streams, like around this time. Currently in a weird schedule. Oh, look at this, we met Karakadrin, and look at this, war immediately. The moment you meet other factions, it's an instant war. Tox father received plague, which one is it? It's a better one, okay, nice. Money as well. For Dalgonair, your damn shades, nice, nice. Very good, very good. Jesus, look at this. Ungrim Ironfist comes here to save Kislev. So he made a direct move towards us the moment we moved into the area. What was he doing before that? Out of war with several factions. They don't matter anymore, players in the area. Player declared war on them, go after the player. I'm gonna make sure it's a good trade for Qgut.
The rotting Poxmakers.
Yeah. 3 out of 4, huh? What are the campaign skills on this thing? Assassin, assault units, assault garrisons, great. We have 3 armies right now. Probably be leveling one of them. Like this one is okay, nothing crazy though. Also get one with 6 armor. Eventually, gonna put him in the army, but having one for the map is good. But yeah, we're gonna save it here, boys, and continue next time, tomorrow. We'll be playing in Nurgle for a few days. And then gonna be probably playing more Elden Ring at that point. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Good night.